Hey guys, just wanted to show you something new I got. So this is my 4x36 sander. It's a Rockwell Shop Series, and this is the Jiffy 1x42, 2x48 belt sander conversion. And it kind of brings the 4x36 to life a little bit. You've got the two wheels here. This one's like 3.8 inches, and I think this one's a 2-inch wheel. They're rubber Duro wheels. You got a full platen, and you've got 22 degree swing on this either way. It's really cool. It's really nice. Hey, this is after I had to make that knife for Outdoor Envy, and I was struggling to be able to do a convex grind, a real full height convex grind on my 2x42, because the only slack I could get was right here, and even taking the platen out, it wasn't giving me enough. So at that point I had to, it was either upgrade and buy a new grinder or find something that would work, and I think this will foot the bill nicely. This takes 2x48 inch belts, and it takes my 2x42 belts. It's very versatile. I mean, you lose the 4-inch sanding surface, but it's 2 bolts to loosen up. You loosen up those 2 bolts, and this whole unit just slides right out. Tracking's a little iffy. I got to work on that some. It doesn't. I mean, it tracks okay. I've got some tape on that pulley there. You probably, yeah, there you go. You can see it there. I've got some tape on that pulley to help with it, but it's not. I wouldn't be comfortable grinding bevels with it yet. Plus, I still have to work out some kind of a tool rest thing here. But to put a 2x42 or a 1x42 inch belt on it, you just loosen up those bolts over here and then slide this back, put your 2x42 on. That brings this surface back to about here, so you don't get nearly as much slack up here as you do with the 2x48 belt. And I don't know how big a belt you could actually stretch. I mean, I suppose you could get a longer piece of aluminum right here and tap it, and I mean, if you made that thing a lot longer, you could probably get a 2x72 belt on there. Maybe something I look into in the future, but that's a good bit of slack there for me, and I can always tilt this back and get even more slack up here. And what's really cool about it is it works both ways. You can actually lay this down in 4x36 mode, if you will. Now it doesn't go that well. I need to tighten up the set screw, but now I've got this whole slack here as well. So, and that's a good amount of play. And like I said, I can adjust this system to give me as much slack or as little slack as I want. Plus, I still have the flat sanding platen. So this just turned my 4x36 into a 2x36. I still have a flat surface for knife surfacing, scales, whatever. Really versatile, and I think it was like 190 bucks shipped. I bought it from USA Knife Maker like the day he sent out the big blast email to let everybody know he had them. Until then, I had never even heard of it. But this is pretty easily made. I mean, it wouldn't take much to make this. I think making the holes here, the swivel hole here, I think that would be the hardest part. You would have to drill that and then Dremel it. Unless you know somebody or have a milling machine, then you could knock this out in probably 30 minutes. But it was easier for me to buy it, so I bought it. But it's a really cool tool, and I just wanted to share it with you guys. Very versatile. Like I said, probably 3 times now. Works good. I like it. and you can get all the different belt sizes and everything else. I picked this up at a garage sale the other day for 25 bucks. This is a Craftsman 6-inch variable speed belt grind or bench grinder. And of course I took off all the shit, and I'm planning on converting my 2x42 to fit on there. I spent all last weekend trying to make it work, and the problem is the shaft really isn't long enough. Once I put this motor end cap on there, it's too long, and there's not enough room for the pulley to go on there and put the locking nut on. So I'm gonna have to get a piece machined that will fit on the end of this, so that I can mount this assembly on here, and then I'll have a variable speed grinder, and I can dial it way down, and that'll be really nice. But I gotta draw it and measure it and get a CAD drawing done, and then take it to a machine shop and have them mill it out. But anyway, just thought I'd share a cool little tool that I picked up. Does pretty good. This grinder's, or this 4x36 is a lot slower than my 2x42, so it gives you more control. It's not overly loud or anything. Let me turn it on here. Show you the tracking. It feels good. I like it. And it's not perfect, and it's not a KMG, but it's pretty close, and it does what I need it to do. So, anywho, just thought I'd share. Like I said, you can buy these at USA Knife Maker. You can buy them directly from the guy that made it, akgrinders.com, right there. Or if you want to, you can rip him off and just make one. It's not very hard at all. It doesn't look. It's pretty basic, actually. But there you have it. Anyway, be good, guys.